Did you know that many times why people are successful in really any endeavor in life, but particularly when it comes to like trading, particularly active trading, the reason they're successful is they've got some knowledge and skills. In my description below, I've got all sorts of courses, whether it's technical analysis courses or trading courses or, more, free courses, all that. Check out my courses below as far as help your own education. But it's not so much about what type of trader they are. It's more about their mindset and their personality traits. Because some personality traits lend themselves better to whether you want to be a buy and hold investor, let's say, and hold stuff for a long time, or whether you want to be a more active trader, whether that's really a day trader who's doing a lot of type of stuff, or a scalper who's even doing even more trading actively and quickly, quick decision making on it, to more of a swing trader who might be holding for days or weeks as far as your trading. So with that said, let's talk about what are some of the personality traits or mindsets to have that typically that have active traders, whether it's a day trader, swing trader, any type of active trader has, that can lend itself to success. And the first mindset or personality thing to think about, and this is sometimes the hardest one, is patience. Many times active traders lack patience. They want to get in, they want to get out, they want to make lots of trades. They'd rather trade more frequently than less frequently. And actually, the most successful traders tend to trade less. And they certainly trade less. I mean, studies have been shown you trade less than traders who are less successful or not successful at all, because they're churning and they're making too many decisions and not waiting for the right setup, waiting for the right thing. So patience and waiting for the right opportunity to present yourself that matches up what you're looking for when you're investing in, or when you're trading a stock. Maybe you're looking at a moving average. Maybe you're looking at the relative strength index. Maybe you're looking at a price chart or looking for a different type of pattern. You have to be patient sometimes to let the pattern develop to see if it's the right time to get in, and also when it's the right time to get out. So patience is key. And that also requires the next trait, which is discipline, to stick to your plan. Don't make impulse decisions. You see a stock that's just jumping off the chart, one day, and you're like, oh boy, everybody's buying this stock and they're making a ton of money. No, it's not. If you have the discipline, you'd say, does this match my trading plan? Does this match the strategy that I have, said I'm going to do? And I have the discipline to follow my strategy and not just jump onto something because there's a news story or something that might not match it. So many times I've seen where a stock will go up real quickly and everybody's like, oh, I got to get on this. But actually the technical analysis or charting stuff, again, got a whole 12-hour course in the description below on technical analysis and charting. Your chart might say to you, no, don't buy. This is not a buying opportunity. Just because other people are buying, a lot of times I'll reverse very quickly, and the people got in are getting at the top, and then they're losing money. So you got to have discipline to stick to your plan. Now you have a plan. The next trait is adaptability. Markets do change. Things do change. We go from bull markets to bear markets, right? Prices generally rising to prices generally falling. We've seen that over the last, couple of years for sure, as far as these big movements in the market. So sometimes you have to adapt your plan, maybe be more disciplined and looking for the right setup, especially in a down market. So if you're adapting your plan, that's great. You can adapt your plan, but then you got to be disciplined to stick to it. That you're making conscious decisions to adapt, as opposed to in the moment saying, oh, okay, well, I've been a swing trader all my life, but now I'm going to be a day trader today. That's extreme, but that's an example of not following your plan. I'm more thinking like you're looking for moving average crossovers or something, and now all of a sudden you're embracing, dojis or something. None of them are wrong. It's got to be your plan. Confidence too. That's another personality trait. Traders are confident people. They just are confident, and they know they're going to have losses, and they know they're going to have wins, and they're confident that in the end they're going to be successful. So people tend to be more confident, do better as trading, just is. Also risk tolerance, right? Especially if you're an active trader, and the more active trader you are, you've got to be real comfortable with that risk, because you're going to have a lot of things that are not going to succeed, right? You think everything's right, and it may be right, but then something happens. There's some big macro event or big news event or something unexpected, or sometimes with technical indicators, they show everything that should be a certain way, and it just doesn't work out. That's just normal, natural behavior. They work out more often than not is the idea, and you invest and manage your risk by investing a small part of your money, different things you can do around that to manage your risk. But the idea is that you've got to be comfortable with risk. And the more active a trader are, the more trading frequency, the more comfortable with risk you got to be, I think. if you're looking at a scalper who's making trades every minute or 2 or 3 at most, they've got to have lots of little wins and lots of little losses, but the wins got to add up more than the losses. Day trader, the same thing, a lot of trading throughout the day, and at the end of the day, you close your positions, lots of wins, lots of losses, but hopefully not lots of losses, and that's where you end up as far as, being profitable in a more part-time or swing type trader. You're trying to ride those big swings up and getting out before you ride a big swing down, right? But either way, you got to have tolerance from a risk tolerance for that. Really, for any investor or trader, you have to have that, but more so, I would say, for active traders. And part of that, being able to manage your risk, is really, we've got 3 more traits here real quick, and that is, the next one is emotional control. You've got to just control your emotions. You think you made everything, you did everything, and you might have done everything right, and it just didn't work out. You got to move on and say, I'm not going to get all emotional about that. I'm going to take my loss, and I'm going to try the next one, right? And continue your education and all that, continue your learning, track your results and all that, so you can kind of keep your emotions in check. When people really suffer with their trading, it's because their emotions get the best of them. They either get too excited and get in at the wrong part, or they get too down and then they don't even make trades because they're just depressed or not feeling good about it. And follow your plan, be disciplined, stick to your plan, and really watch your emotions. If you're finding in a trading day your emotions are starting to get the best of you, turn the computer off and go for a walk. I like to walk in the woods, right? I like to walk in nature. Go do that. Come back fresh to keep your emotions in control. Last 2 traits. One is attention to detail. Especially when we're active trading, right? Looking at data, looking at market data, looking at company data, looking at your patterns, looking at all these different things, looking at your indicators, managing your risk. You got to be, if you're more detail oriented, that's a better mindset or personality trait. Doesn't mean if you're not super detail oriented, you can't succeed. Just means it's something to overcome, like any of these personality traits. Maybe you've got better emotional control, or you've got great discipline to follow your plan, and you're just excel at that to try to mitigate that. But a lot of great traders, they're really detail oriented. And lastly, a strong work ethic. Based on what you want to do. If you want to be more of a part-time trader, that's great. But when you're part-time trading, you're trading at that point. You're not multitasking anything. You are trading. And for those who want to make it more full-time and all, you got to have a strong work ethic. You got to get up before the markets go. You got to plan out your time and then do your trading. You don't necessarily have to trade the entire day, by the way. Many people don't. But you've got to be kind of, if this is your full-time job, you got to work at it. It's not easy money, so to speak, especially for trading. So there you go. There's some mindsets or personality things. Think about how you react to things, and what are you really good at, and what could you improve on to help you be a better trader? Because a lot of times in the end, it's all about personality and mindset might be the difference maker between somebody who's executing, or 2 people are executing the same plan. Just one might have stronger personality things that are more related to the best active traders. So consider this. With that, hey, check out the courses below. If you like this, give it a thumbs up or subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you maybe in the next video.